mean this in the most serious way possible. Whenever I started doing these videos, people I never thought I would talk about in general would be the fucking Dolan twins. And on top of that, the people I don't think I would talk about the most over the past couple of months would be, let me ask the audience, the Dolan twins. There is just so much with these men that just gets messier and messier by the day. And the more I look into these dramas that are circulating around these, people, I realize that, in my opinion, I'm gonna grasp the concept that they're not the best people in the world. And they're actually very egotistical, entitled, and fucking annoying. I'm just gonna throw in a little... But if you've been on my channel, you know exactly what I'm on about. You know what I mean? There's just been so much that we've been talking about with the Dolan twins, and it seems to have came out of nowhere. There seems to be a switch that after the Sister Squad, they just craved drama. Now, I think we can all come to our conclusions that their views haven't been the best if they don't involve drama. That's ironic coming from me, someone who makes, a living off of drama, but hey, I put my hand up and fucking say it. They so desperately do not want you to know that they're involved in drama, and if they, go as far as being involved in drama, they will never address it. It's so weird. They allow it to happen. They allow everyone else around them to fall down. They allow their entire circle to go up in flames before they address it. Remember the Acne documentary, which they led on to believe about talking about James Charles? Yeah? Do you remember they did the same thing during Dramageddon 1 as well? Yeah, do you remember them using Sister Squad recently as clickbait and then they never talk about it and they're actually like, oh, the other members aren't comfortable enough? Are you also aware of whenever they were actually saying in that video about Sister Squad that they would never talk about it because they don't think the other members will be comfortable? And then weeks later, James Charles and Emma Chamberlain, the other ones from Sister Squad, have a reunion and actually let us know that they've been friends for quite some time and they're going to be friends. So it just kind of shows more that the Dolan twins are not good people. Allegedly. Keep in mind, during Dramageddon 2, they dropped James Charles like that. And not only did they drop James Charles, because Emma Chamberlain dropped James Charles too. So you can say, she did the same thing. The Dolan twins immediately befriended Jeffree Star and started filming so many collabs with him. Jeffree Star, who was tweeting, very threatening things to James Charles' brother and was being involved in that full tatty drip. So if you put 2 plus 2 together, these guys are not the greatest. Listen, they're still young, but obviously that ego is getting very huge. And I have no fucking problem calling it out, because what am I gonna lose? And the Dolan twins are now involved in another drama. Now, whenever I saw this, I didn't know whether I was gonna talk about it because everyone was tweeting it at me. Then I actually learned about it and was like, for fuck's sake, I'm gonna talk about this because I'm angry. Now, let's get into the story. I have notes, which means it's juicy. For reference, I'm going to bring this up on the screen right now. This is the Dolan twins and their friend, Ryan. Okay? Now, the story will very much so show that the Dolan twins are not good friends and don't cherish any of their friends. But just keep in mind that this right here is Ryan, and then this is the Dolan twins. Okay, now let's get into the story. There's a guy called Ryan who's been friends with the Dolan twins for 15 years. Now, he moved to LA to live with them. We will get into that more in a second. In a recently deleted video by the Dolan twins that everyone was sharing around because they look like actual dicks in this video, it's the twins confronting their best friend, Ryan, because they were so upset with him and angry with him and actually felt uncomfortable in their own home because of Ryan. Now you're probably like, what? Like if you're friends with someone for 15 years, like what does it take? Let me tell you, Ryan messaged a girl 2 red hearts. Now you're probably like, okay, what else? That's it. And the Dolan twins immediately jumped on it, saying that he was using them to try talk to their female audience. And the entire video was them saying how uncomfortable Ryan made them feel in their own home, and they were so angry and so furious at Ryan for sending these 2 red hearts. Okay, so that was the story given in this video. Then, the girl came forward and said that her and Ryan have actually been friends for 2 years and this has nothing to do with the Dolan twins. So not only do they look like Boo Boo the Fool, they made an entire video highlighting their friend in a negative way that they never show, and we're gonna get into that, why they don't show this friend, because I have a few things to say about that, leading their fans to send him very vicious hate from this very biased video that had no substance because their story that they were telling made no sense. And Ryan, who's living with the Dolan twins at this time, nearly got kicked out of the fucking house because of this. They were furious that he sent 2 red hearts to this girl, who he was friends with for 2 years. This girl came forward and said that her and Ryan have been talking and are very close friends for almost 2 years. But the Dolan twins made this video. I don't know what their motives were in this video because they look like actual twats, entitled brats, and I hate them off of that video. Like, if that was the only thing I saw them, I would hate them. I, like, can't even fathom what this Ryan, friends of 15 years, would think. So since then, Ryan has actually been kicked out. Now, the friend Ryan actually came out with a YouTube video. It's called Why I'm Back at Home. It is 33 minutes long, and he talks about how he got kicked out of the Dolan twins' house. And by my observation of this video is that he actually cares about these guys. He genuinely has been done so bad by them on so many occasions, yet he still cares for them and speaks so highly of them in this video, which he didn't have to do because they made an entire video making him look like an absolute jerk. So props to him. A little allegedly for him.
Allegedly.
Good job. So he did this video because he was getting non-stop hate from the Dolan twins fans. It's this cult mentality, right? And everyone was calling the Dolan twins out for being so mean to Ryan, their longtime friend, in this video for no real reason. I personally just think they're fucking jealous of him. So Ryan's been completely silent in the Dolan twins' lives online, and Grayson and Ethan would actually tell him if a fan was ever to come up to them that he would go and hide because they never wanted Ryan to ever be seen with them in public. Which is... I need to gather myself just a little... Okay. Which is very fucking weird whenever you've been friends with this person for 15 years. This just shows the entitlement and the ego of the Dolan twins. What? How are you gonna be like, oh yeah, we can only be seen as, you know, with each other. We're a brand now. We don't want a party in there. By the way, by party I meant third party, not like dragon style party. Just clearing that up. But like, this is insane. If my friend said to me, if someone comes up to me in public, you have to go hide, I'd be like, fuck off, fuck you, and I'm never gonna see you again. Or if they go, I don't want you to be seen in my life publicly, I'd be like, fuck you, fuck off, out of my way.
Allegedly.
This is such an insane story and really shows the Dolan twins' motives, which kind of then feeds into the sister squad and maybe why that friendship unraveled as quickly as it did, because there's a track history here with the Dolan twins treating people like absolute shit.
Allegedly.
Right. Ryan then said that this actually isn't the first time that they've kicked him out of the house. Fuck. So Ryan was wrestling and hurt his back and asked to live with them while he recovered and, you know, got his feet again. The Dolan twins agreed and said that he could until he got money and a job. Which, by the way, if my friends ever said that to me, I'd be like, come on, like, we can be roommates. We can, you know, ride this out together. But then being like, yeah, just until you get money. Then you're right.
Allegedly.
I don't like these guys. Ryan then started struggling with his mental health because he couldn't get a job and he just couldn't get on his feet. And what do you think the Dolan twins did? The Dolan twins sat him down and told him that he was stressing them out and that he had to move out within the coming weeks. So basically he was throwing the vibes off. How bad people do you have to be to do that to your best friend? This story is... This makes me so angry that this Ryan guy had to go through this. Why are the Dolan twins like this? That's a whole nother conversation, and I want to tell you that the Dolan twin fans are actually not sticking up for them in this argument because they're like, yeah, this was not a right thing to do. So for your, like, your brainwashed audience, and very young audience, by the way, to even not be siding with you, and Ryan's video has gotten an overwhelming amount of support, and the Dolan twins aren't addressing it. You know the way they don't address any fucking drama that they're in? They love starting it. They love involving themselves in it. But whenever they get called out, they will never address it. That's what I don't like about them. And that they're just really loud, and that's coming from a loud person. Ryan said that he had to move out because of that, and that he would still text with them every once in a while in a group chat. And then one day he actually decided to open up about his mental health struggles to them. Now this was a really big story and a big focus in his video, that he really opened up to them, and it took a lot of courage. What do you think happened next? 3 days later, Grayson Dolan responds saying, what do you think he said? That Logan Paul wanted to have Grayson in a fight so Ryan could train him. You know, responding to that, okay. So Ryan could train him, and that Ryan could actually be featured in the videos again, and that he would be paid. That was the response. Again, just using him for their own gain. Not good. Not good. So, Ryan then flies out to LA, goes to LA, lives with them, and within a couple days was when the Dolan twins started that drama with him to make that video exposing him for sending 2 hearts to a fan. Are you following this timeline? Because it's making me so angry. In my opinion, I believe they didn't want him out to, you know, fight with them and, train fight. And instead, just to create drama with him, and then they would have a video. There's a really weird reason that they were able to create a video like that against him so quickly. Where they're confronting him and starting him. This story makes me so angry. So the Dolan twins actually forced him to unadd any fans of theirs he may be in contact with on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, all the social medias. Which, again, why are they so paranoid? Do they just want to be able to message the fans themselves? No one's really having that conversation. Maybe they're being so insecure about it because they want to be able to message the fans for themselves. Yeah.
Allegedly.
What do you think about that? And Ryan felt that the Dolan twins were just bossing him around, which, even him telling me this story, it's very clear that they were just treating him like fucking a dog. Or a carpet to walk all over. You know, a doormat. I hate this. And then Ryan said that the Dolan twins are very impulsive people, and I think it's very clear with all of the recent drama about them that they are very impulsive, and including the Sister Squad drama, how quick they were to drop James Charles. Yeah, they don't seem like good people! They seem like impulsive people. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. So, then the Dolan twins decided that they wanted to go to New Jersey randomly, and there was a girl there that was a friend of all of theirs. So they were all friends with this girl. She flew out, and Ryan said that he was sitting outside of the house, and he got a call, and it was really bad news, and he was obviously in a really bad place. And this girl was there, and she came up to him and said, let's go for a walk, you can talk it out. And he said that's exactly what they did. He walked, he vented, and he came back, and he felt better. He said when he came back, though, Grayson and Ethan were waiting in the kitchen, basically to start him. They were so angry and just basically jumped down his throat. Furious at him that he had went with this girl. Not asking any further because Grayson obviously liked her. Grayson even saying that he had crossed a line and was wanting to throw fists. What? What? Literally, what the fuck? This is your friend of 15 years. So Grayson was willing to fight him for a girl that Grayson liked whenever he was just going on a vent walk that the girl asked him to go on. Keep in mind, with all of these things that are coming out, they're not addressing anything. So the Dolan twins around this time were actually telling Ryan to drop out of college and just be with them. And now Ryan told them that he did, which was a very smart move, but he actually didn't. He was, you know, just lying to them. And he was glad that he didn't, because they obviously just dropped him a couple days later. And then after this, that was it. They were fully done with Ryan. So Ryan went back home. And Ethan actually came over. Now in this situation, you would think Ethan's coming over to talk it out, explain it. Ethan took his phone and basically was going through and deleting anything that he would have on the twins. Any dirt that he would have on the twins. Imagine that. Imagine that. You think he's possibly coming over to talk it out. Or apologize. And he takes your phone and deletes everything. Imagine that.
Allegedly.
Imagine that. These two guys, the Dolan twins, are not who they make themselves out to be on their YouTube channel. I think it's very clear, right? This story made me so angry, and just thinking about it now makes me furiously upset. Guys, what are you thinking about this? There was a lot to, you know, take in with this story. And what do you think about the Dolan twins never addressing any of this? Or any of the other dramas they involved themselves in this summer? Even just this summer. How are we feeling? I'm not happy about this at all. I hate this story. I'll see you in my next video, guys. This one upset me. She's like the high school, like, mean bully. Haha, Gabby Hanna, high school bully. It's like the high school bully mentality, yet the Dolan twins like to say that that was always against them, you know what I mean? It was always the high school bullies against them, whenever, that's what they are now. Anyways.